Hey y'all, it's Jen for Love of Iris. Welcome to another Valentine video. Today's project is this one. It's a sweet little mailbox Valentine that holds two Reese cups in it. And, oops, I just flipped them over. And it just slides out like this, a little tray with a little handmade or a custom made sentiment that says you've got mail. And I use the labeler alphabet to make that. So I used the top for mail and the bottom for the you've got, and then this little heart. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can. There's two little hearts in there. I'm using the Softly Falling, let's see, is that right? Falling in Love designer series paper for this, and some Blushing Bride cardstock. So let's get started. You will need a piece of, I'm using Blushing Bride cardstock. This measures 3.5 by 2.25. You will also need a piece of designer series paper of your choice. Again, I'm using Softly Falling, and this measures 2.5 by 6. Okay, so let's get out your scoring tool. I'm going to use my Stampin' Trimmer just because it's the easiest. Okay, on your Blushing Bride, 3.5 by 2.25, score on all four sides at 1/2 inch. This is such a simple project to make, but it's so cute. You remember being a little kid, going to school and having a mailbox that your friends would fill with candies and stuff? I don't know if I was the only one, but I did, and I just couldn't wait to get to my mailbox and see what I had in there. Okay, now, so we've scored this on all four sides at 1/2 inch. Okay. And now on this designer series paper, on the long side, on the 6-inch side, you're going to score at 1 on both sides. Okay, so 1 there, flip it around, score it at 1. So you could score it at 1 and 5, whatever you want to do. Okay, and that's all our scoring. Let's get our bone folder. Let's work on our box first. We're going to fold this. Okay. Burnishing our score lines on all four sides. And we'll go ahead and burnish our score lines on this piece too. All right. Now for the box, get our paper snips. We're just going to create a simple box. So on the rectangle, cut up and miter in on the square. We're just going to create some flaps. Okay. Rectangle cut up. Essentially all you're doing is removing the score line on these pieces. So this score line right here, we're going to be removing that. So you cut up on this side of the score line and then just kind of cut it away. And then miter in on the other side just to make it a little bit even. Okay. Those of you savvy box makers know this. Those of you new box makers, that's how you do it. Okay. I'm going to use Tombow for my adhesive. And I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on all four of these little square tabs here. This is a really quick project, but it's so stinking cute. Okay, and let's create our box here. Just press and hold for a second. Let the glue set. Same thing on this side. And we've created our boat. Our candy boat. Okay, 2 Reese's. Plop in there like so. Do y'all love the Reese minis? They're my fave. I can't eat the big Reese ones because it's too much peanut butter. The peanut butter to chocolate ratio is off to me. But this mini ones is perfect. Not to mention you just pop it in your mouth and then chew it all up in one go. There's no biting involved. Okay, now I just want to make sure those fit. I'm going to take it out because the way that I've found to make this fit the best is to flip your box over and set your score lines on the box like so. And then that way it will glue together properly, okay? Because if you try to match this up, it's going to be difficult to get the spacing right this way. See, you could squeeze it and it'll be too close and it'll be too far. Does that make sense? So if you put adhesive on one of the edges here, just one, and it's just a little bit of the edge, not the whole thing, okay? Then set that side down on the box with the score line at the end of the box there. Then you can bring this other score line right to the edge of the box and it will match up perfectly. Okay. Then you can take your box out and squeeze if you want to. Just make sure you don't move it when you squeeze it because you don't want the dimension to be off. Isn't that cute? I love it already. Kind of looks like a wagon. Remember the covered wagons? Kind of looks like that. Okay, now we put our Reese's back in there. For my flag, I used just a little strip of Blushing Bride. I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, something like that. And I just cut it to be however long I wanted it to be. What's this, 1.5 inches? Yeah, about 1.5 inches by 1/8 of an inch. And then I took my owl builder punch and I used this heart right here and I punched a heart out. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Alrighty. Little bit of Tombow, little bit of Tombow in my life. I can't stop singing that song. It makes me laugh. A little bit, sorry. A little bit of you makes me your man. Aha! Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so just position that anywhere you want on the side of your mailbox. So another little bit of Tombow. You could use glue dots for this too if you want. But since I got the Tombow out, I'm just going to stick with it. And stick that on there. Okay, to save time, I've gone ahead and stamped this sentiment. Again, I used the labeler alphabet in Blushing Bride ink on Very Vanilla cardstock. And I used the top here for the mail. And then I just positioned the You've Got out of these letters here. It would have taken me too long to do it on camera, so I went ahead and did that. My advice to you is if you're going to recreate this, stamp the mail first, then center got, then do you've, and then cut your piece out. Because if you try to cut your piece out first, mine measures 1.5 by 1 1/8. If you try to cut your piece out first, you'll never center it right. So just get you a piece of, I don't know, 3 by 3, 3 by 2, 2 by something like that, and stamp it first and then trim it down. And then you can layer a piece of Blushing Bride that's 1/8 of an inch bigger on the top and the sides. And I use my corner rounder, my Project Life corner rounder, to round the corners of the top of that. So that's my advice to you if you are going to recreate this exactly with that labeler alphabet stamp. You can use any sentiment you want, really, but if you follow me at all, you know I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so I don't have a whole lot of Valentine's Day stamps. Plus, I want this series to show you how you can use everyday stamps for lots of holidays. So, okay, Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm actually using the crust because I just have that much left and I want to use these up. So, 2 rows of crust. Pop this on the top here. And how stinking cute is that? Ugh, love it. Reese cups in there. Anybody who gets this will love that they got mail today. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.